This week is a rest and relaxation week where Marvel Strike Force is concerned. There is a lot going on, but there's no characters that we're chasing this week. However, there is a chance that we are able to get more character shards for both our Cabal team and the Out of Time team. So if you want to know some initial impressions on these events and a bit of the news this week, then join me in this video. What is going on, everyone? I am BPG and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I make at least 2 Marvel Strike Force videos per week, normally covering the events for the game. However, I do often put other little videos in as well. So if you find this content helpful, please do consider liking the video. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more content I post, and if you're new around here or not, smash a comment down below. Let me know that you are part of the big positive geek community. I love to talk to you all and I love to respond to every single message. Without further ado, let's have a look at what is happening this week. So in the news this week, we had open all orbs and then they're gone again. And I thought this was going to happen, guys. I really did. Unfortunately, I don't think they can get it stable enough for open all orbs. I know we had it for a while and then we didn't have it because it broke. All I can say is I know there's a lot of changes going on within the game. And I'm guessing there needs to be some changes to code or to servers, or preferably both, to enable open all orbs to be able to come back again. And that is, quite frankly, a fair investment of time and money from Scopely. So I don't think we will see this back anytime soon. I'd love to be proven wrong on this, but I don't think we are going to see it back anytime soon. And I would much rather have a stable game than have a feature like open all orbs when I can open them 10 at a time. We have a raid store rejig. Yes, finally they are rejigging the raid store again. Let's go and take a look at this. This was in a blog post yesterday, so if you've seen it already, I apologize for this, but I feel it's really important because it does go live today, Friday the 10th of May, when this video drops. So I don't want you guys wasting your raid credits or your elite raid credits. And here we are at this blog post. This can be found on the Marvel Strike Force website if you have not already gone there. And it is the more updates to Raid Store and Open All Orbs. As I said here, they found some issues with the Open All Orbs. Once they know more, they're going to update you. Previously communicated that we'd see changes to the Raid Store, with many improvements being made. Green Goblin Classic Awakened Ability Materials. You have no idea, guys, how long we have been saying to them in the Envoy server, when are they going to get added? Like, Green Goblin Awakened Abilities offers came out ages ago and they've still not been added to the Raid Store. And finally, they're going to be added, and they're really, really important. Like, the counter attack with Goblin and that is amazing. So start saving your elite raid credits if you haven't already been. You know, if you've already maxed out all of Black Cat and Nova abilities, brilliant. If you haven't, stop buying them right now because they are going to be available for normal raid credits. Green Goblin will be the one who will be available for elite raid credits. And from the sounds of this blog, it looks like we're going to get one part for each character. So we're going to get a Green Goblin like tile, a Black Cat tile, and a Nova tile. I think that's a really good way of doing it. Scopely, hats off. Brilliant, well done. We've also got the Crimson Raid Orb going in. I think this is a trap. Do not spend your elite raid credits on this orb until you have all the awakened abilities for Green Goblin Classic. Please. Just do not do it, guys. Unless you've already bought Green Goblin Classic's awakened abilities, do not buy these Crimson Raid Orbs. In the words of Admiral Akbar, it's a trap! you're going to get into Dark Dimension 7 when you get in there, guys. This might speed you up by a very minimal, a couple of weeks maybe, because the drop rates on these Crimson Raid orbs are really poor. If you're in Incursion 2 and you're already getting these, you will know how poor the drop rates are. And if you're not in there, why not? If you are in there, why not drop a comment down below? Let people know what your experience of those Crimson Raid orbs are. Okay, so Green Goblin Classic Awakened abilities are going in for 2,400 Elite Raid credits, and you're going to get 5 of those abilities. The Nova and Black Cat Awakened abilities are going in for 2,700 Standard Raid credits for 10. Let's skip the Crimson Raid orbs, and they're going to get 1 slot each for their Awakened abilities. Teal Raid orbs, Teal Elite orbs, and Teal Epic orbs are going to be purchasable for raid credits. Okay, cool, whatever. This I'm excited about. The raid supply shop slot. We are going to be getting the 16 and 17 mini uniques and also the Teal uniques. Teal uniques are really, really important. This is what is going to allow you to be able to get the majority of your roster, even if you're a free-to-play player, up to gear tier 18. This is Teal uniques, I will tell you now, is the massive bottleneck where gear tier 18 stands. We get enough gear tier 18 orbs for those of us that are there to be able to supply us with enough mini uniques for that, but the Teal uniques are the biggest bottleneck. Remembering that to go from gear tier 15, so 16, 17 and 18, to go through those 3 levels, you need 65 uniques for each character. That is a hell of a lot. So I, for one, am really happy that that is going into the raid supply store, because I have a ton of raid credits that I can spend. Shop quantities for stacks of gear will set better aligned to the gold supply store. I love that change. Honestly, Scopely, this is an absolute fire blog post. Hats off to you. Earn a bit of my trust back. Earn a bit of the, bit more positivity coming from me this week, people. Bit more positivity coming from me this week. So here we can see the thing at the Awakened abilities. And then the gear shops, organizational changes. Cool. Teal has 4 rows of Teal uniques added. Teal uniques, 4 rows. And by the looks of it, we're going to get 4 Teal uniques for 5,000 raid credits. That is so good. Oh, yeah, I cannot wait. Come on. 2 p.m. PDT or 10 p.m. GMT if you're like me in the UK. This will be live. Some improvements to the orbs as well. 10x open will now open the equivalent fragments as 100 of the previous orbs. That's going to be cool. All Teal orbs will have their orb fragment cost increased. So your Teal orbs now are going to go from 2,000 for an orb for 20,000 for an orb, but you're going to get basically the equivalent of 100 of the previous orbs. That's quite cool. That's a way to fix the open all orbs thing. Wonder if they'll do that with the other orbs now. It's just, again, I'm not going to waste your time, guys, here going on about this. Go and have a read of it yourself. It is brilliant changes. I, for one, am very happy with this. Well done, Scopely. So the next part of the news, we have a new Strike Pass coming, and this is coming on May the 13th at 2 p.m. PDT, and it is going to be featuring the second of the Spider Society members, Spider-Man Pavitra. Spider-Man! He's coming to the Strike Pass, so if you want to get some more shards on Spider-Man, now is your chance. We have not only a raid store rejig, but we are having a raid reward rejig this week. Raids are getting some love from Scopely, yes. So Ultimus, Doom and Incursion raids, the reward tiers on these raids are all changing from what they are currently to 10%, 40% and 70%. There is now going to be a tier 4 added to the completion rates, to the rewards. of 100%, and that is going to give you something extra. That is going on with all the incursion raids. The higher raid difficulties, so moving up raid difficulties and first time rewards, are all being changed to 50% completion rates. However, this does not affect incursion 2, first strike, or the incursion 2 raids. So anything from incursion 1 backwards to Ultimus, they are all changed. That is such a positive change for the early game. It's a positive change for those in the end game who have possibly skipped a few of the incursion raids, because now you can just go in and do the starting sections quite easily of incursion 1 and get your first time rewards out of that. So I'm sure that'll be on my alliance's to-do list within the next week once this goes live, and this goes live on the 15th of May. We have a new pocket dimension coming called Temporal Dimension. This was mentioned in last week's blog. It's to add a little bit more incentive to build your Cabal. You are only going to be able to use Cabal in this, and they are going to need to be at gear tier 14 plus. That's quite impressive, really. That's a low bar to entry normally for pocket dimension. Normally it's a little bit, from my knowledge, it's been a little bit higher than that. So that is quite interesting. You're only going to need the 3 Cabal characters. You're not going to need anything else, because the characters are either going to do the nodes themselves, or they are going to be joined with pre-made characters that the game will be providing you for this temporal dimension. That is going to be live on the 16th of May at 2 PM PDT or 10 PM GMT if you're like me in the UK. I am very happy with this. And May the 17th is the initial release of Dakin. That is right, we are going to be getting the second member of the, or second new member of the Mercs for Money team out next week on the 17th of May. That means you're going to be able to pull for his red stars. You're going to be able to use 675 core orb offers if you want to. And there are going to be special offers available for those of you that spend money. That is all for the news this week. Let's take a look at what events we're going to be doing. So the main event this week, the solo event this week, is Red in Tooth and Claw. This is going to start on Tuesday, the 14th of May, 2024 at 2 PM PDT. Or 10 PM BST if you're like me in the UK. It is a 6-day event, so it's going to finish on the 20th of May. And it also has an associated web milestone called Adamantium Power. Again, going to start on the Tuesday, the 14th of May, and finish on the 20th of May. That is when the main video, the main event video is going to drop this week. Which is a little annoying, because we have an alliance event called Coordinated Catastrophe. It is going to start on the 13th of May 2024. So that's Monday at 2 PM PDT. And it is going to finish on the 18th of May. So that is going to be Friday. You're going to need to be spending Isotope 8 campaign and collecting allied supply for orb fragments. However, I will put something up on the community tab based on what to do in this event. So this will be up for you guys to read. I'm not going to cover this really in a video this week. You're going to need to basically spend power cores on Isotope 8, which is really harsh because we've just come off the back of an Isotope 8 campaign energy spending event. And you're going to need to collect the allied supply for orb fragments. But again, take a look in the community tab on Monday when the event goes live. I will update you all there with a rough TLDR of what to do. I'm also going to put some event breakdown on Gambit on that event. And we also have the quick rumble for this week, Symbiotics Sabotage. That is going to start on the 17th of May. It is a normal quick rumble, but you're going to need to use Hive Mind for extra points. So again, another one where we might not have as many stars on them, so this might take you a few more rotations to complete than normal. We are going to take a quick look at Adamantium Power, and my initial impressions on this event are it is pretty simple, but it is going to tax your power cores quite significantly. Let's take a look at what I mean by this. So we are a 6-day event. We're going to need to spend 1,500 power cores over this event, as it is a 1-to-1 ratio. There are some good news with this, though. There are 32,000 red in tooth and claw milestone points, along with 10,000 aged adamantium orb fragments. Now, those aged adamantium orb fragments are going to be the orbs that we're going to be opening to be able to get shards for the Out of Time and the Cabal characters, to hopefully boost us up a little bit higher with those star levels. So maybe you can take a shot at a 5-star of this man right here on difficulty 11. I'm not promising that, but hopefully that is what we are going to be able to get to. TLDR for this event, you're going to want to spend 250 power cores per day on this event, and I recommend you doing that between the Isotope 8 energy and the campaign energy. I would say put more into the campaign energy, obviously, because that is going to help you the most. The Old Man Logan event is coming from. However, please be cognizant with your alliance that you do really want to be hitting all those mission supplies from the alliance event to be able to complete the month-long event. Red in Tooth and Claw, this is the main event for the week. This is a pretty easy event, in all honesty. What are we going to have to do then, guys? Let's have a look. We are going to be earning aged adamantium orb fragments. This is coming from campaign energy, and at the moment I don't know what the shard to or fragment to energy ratio is. Obviously, we're never told that as envoys. Something we're trying to get changed, but I can understand them not wanting to do it at the minute. And then all you're going to have to do other than that is to play a Cosmic Crucible battle with your Cabal team. So that is Iron Patriot, Leader, and Namor. Now, I've got Iron Patriot and Leader just as the unlock because I know they were really harsh on stars. You know, I don't think many of us have got them towards 5 stars yet. Not if you're a free-to-play player. Namor, however, you should probably have at 7 yellow stars by now if you've been playing for a little while. So I have added in the points for the 5, 6, and 7 yellow star Cosmic Crucible battle with Namor. And that is going to give us a known free-to-play total of 56,000 points. Now, I've put the known free-to-play this week because we do not know what those aged adamantium orb fragments are going to be, but I am going to go over where I think we're going to get to in a second. TLDR for this event is to play 1 Cosmic Crucible battle with Iron Patriot, Leader, and Namor, and then to spend at least 200 power cores per day on campaign energy to farm those adamantium orb fragments. And obviously, don't forget to go to the web store to collect your daily free claim. So where do I think we're going to get to on this? Well, 56,000 currently, where those 56,000 known points gets us to, is milestone 12, which is 1,000 points shy of the mercenary contract, which is sat at milestone 13. Now, I think we are going to be able to get to milestone 14 quite easily. And what is my reasoning for this? It's not too big a jump, okay? That is a jump of 16,000 points. What it does give is the augmented titanium alloy and the augmented gamma radiation, which are the teal uniques for both Iron Patriot and Leader. They are very important. And the augmented promethium, which I believe is Namor's mini unique. So they are trying to give you the resources to be able to bring them up to a decent level. Now, what is that giving you there? 39. That's one shy of what you need to get them to gear tier 17. So I think that is where we are going to be able to get to, is milestone 14. With that being that, I then think that the energy to fragment ratio is going to sit about 3-1, but there will be a video out on this on Tuesday when the event goes live. So please do come back, subscribe to the channel. You'll know when I post that video. Come back then and see me, and we'll break it all down again. And now just a few final thoughts. I am really happy this week. We have had a couple of really rough weeks. Now, there's one thing I didn't mention earlier in the news, and that is the Friday free claim. The Friday free claim this week is not just points towards the month-long event, but there are also 5 penny Parker shards in the Friday free claim this week. So I think they noticed that maybe the event that they'd made was a little tight, and so these 5 free claim shards, and there are 10 penny Parker shards in the Alliance event as well. So keep an eye out there. They seem to be putting character shards in the Alliance events now, which is nice. But there are 10 penny Parker shards in there that are able to be got as well. There are more, but they are going to be all Whalestone ones. I think that is going to be the sort of little tipping point to be able to get penny Parker unlocked within time, hopefully, for the before the event goes away, the showcase event for the Spider Society. So after a few weeks of some really rough news and some really rough events, this has come to me as a welcome breath of fresh air. You know, it looks like they are trying to make up for the muck up. Hopefully, let's keep that as a hopeful. Anyway, why not let me know what your thoughts on the events are down below? How are you getting on with penny Parker? Again, let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you all. Don't forget, if this video has helped you, please do like, share it with your Alliance mates if you think it's going to help them. And until next time, everyone, stay positive.